Welcome everyone. Today we will take a journey exploring facts about one of nature's most majestic creatures, the eagle. From their immense strength to symbolic significance across cultures, these birds have long fascinated humanity. There are over 60 different species of eagles found around the world, though they are generally most common in Africa, Asia, Eurasia and parts of North America. Contrary to popular belief, not all eagles have a bald head or live exclusively in the United States. Their geographical distribution and physical attributes vary greatly depending on environment. One thing they all share is their reputation for immense strength. With powerful talons and a wingspan that can exceed 7 feet, eagles are capable of lifting off from the ground with weights nearly equal to their own body mass. Their broad, feathered wings allow for precise gliding and soaring movements to detect prey from hundreds of feet above. Let's start with basic eagle anatomy. The majority of adult male eagles weigh approximately 9 pounds on average. However, body size fluctuates between species based on habitat and availability of resources. Standing heights usually range from 2 to 4 feet tall, while wingspans extend as wide as 7 or 8 feet. Some especially large varieties can grow even bigger. Though strength is certainly an asset, agile eyesight plays a key role in their survival. Eagles have exceptionally good vision, rivaled by few other raptors. Their eyes compose nearly 50% of their head size, enabling sharp detection of movement from long distances. Some species like the bald eagle even have color vision, a rarity among birds of prey. When we think of eagles in North America, the bald eagle immediately comes to mind with its distinctive white plumage. However, only 2 types are native to the continent, the bald and golden eagle, found predominantly in southern Canada and the United States. Their depicted image as a patriotic symbol dates back centuries, and the bald eagle graces important emblems like the Great Seal of the United States. Speaking of symbolic significance, eagles feature prominently in cultures worldwide from ancient Egypt and Rome to modern national flags. Their majestic form represented power, courage, immortality and divine authority for civilizations throughout history. This likely stems from their impressive hunting skills, keen vision and ability to soar high above other birds. Many nations adopted the eagle as a mascot for military and policing purposes as well. In some European countries like Germany and France, specially trained eagles are even employed to assist police and rescue operations. Perhaps most remarkably, the Netherlands has trained eagles to help control unauthorized drones in restricted airspaces. Back in the early 20th century, however, eagles faced grave threats to their population, especially in North America. During the first half of the 1900s, over 100,000 bald eagles were killed on the West Coast as they posed competition to lucrative salmon fishing industries. Widespread use of pesticides like DDT near the time also had disastrous effects by weakening eggshells. Thankfully, conservation efforts took hold and eagle numbers slowly recovered in following decades. The bald eagle was even added to the U.S. endangered species list in 1967, with fewer than 500 breeding pairs remaining globally. Intensive protection and breeding programs then brought the species back from the brink, culminating in its removal from the list in 2007. However, other types face new dangers like habitat loss. One of the more unique eagle species today is the endangered South Nicobar serpent eagle of Southeast Asia. It stands out as not only the smallest variety at just over 1 pound, but also the fastest flyer capable of navigating dense jungle terrain. These unique physical attributes evolved to their aerial hunting lifestyle on remote tropical islands. Now let's explore some of the diverse feeding behaviors across eagle species. Contrary to assumptions, their diets vary greatly depending on location. While many are known for preying on fish, others specialize in small mammals, carrion or large animals. Golden and bald eagles of North America, for instance, rely heavily on fish but will also eat waterfowl or small mammals and carrion if available. Larger African crowned eagles are capable of hunting considerably sized mammals and even taking on small primates. Perhaps most impressive, martial eagles of sub-Saharan Africa were observed snatching prey as heavy as 80-plus-pound deer, despite weighing a mere 10 to 12 pounds themselves. This level of raw power is truly astounding given their own body mass. Of course, successfully hunting at all requires an enormous amount of skill gained through experience. Young eagles don't reach maturity for 4 to 5 years as feathers develop and hunting techniques are mastered under watchful parents. Bald eagle chicks hatch with soft grey down rather than the brown and white plumage they'll sport as adults. Extensive parental care and training is vital to bolster low survival rates in the wild. Now we'll dive into some of the fascinating aspects of breeding behaviors. To start, over 80% of eagle species mate for life and frequently reuse the same nesting sites year after year. Bald eagles in particular are known for this monogamous nature, working together to maintain oversized sticks nests weighing over 1,000 pounds. Females also predominantly handle incubation duties while males handle food provisioning. On average, 2 eggs are laid each season, though one is often preyed upon by the stronger sibling before hatching. Parents then face the daunting task of caring for hungry offspring. Juvenile bald eagles can amass 8 to 9 pounds after only a few days despite hatching weight of just 3 to 4 ounces. This nutrient-intensive stage sees parents hunting constantly for several months until fledglings learn to fly and feed independently. Most eagle lifespans range between 20 to 30 years in the wild depending on various survival threats. However, some individuals are confirmed to have reached their 5th or even 6th decade, as is common with apex predators facing less competition. Older age does come with vulnerabilities though, like decreased hunting prowess and eyesight deterioration. Injuries sustained over a lifetime also take their toll in later years. We've covered myriad facts so far, but there's still more to learn about the unique adaptations and feats of various eagle types worldwide. The Philippine eagle, considered the largest of its kind, sports an astounding 7-foot wingspan. It dwells solely on a handful of tropical islands and faces imminent threats from habitat loss. Turning to Europe, the majestic Steller's sea eagle inhabits coastal regions with a diet specializing in fish, seabirds and carrion. Like their Philippine cousins, fewer than 500 breeding pairs persist in the wild. Habitat destruction of shoreline forests unfortunately continues, reducing their range. Enduring iconic status across cultures stems not just from dominant presence, but spiritual and practical significance to indigenous people as well. Eagle feathers hold deep traditional meaning for ceremonies in some Native American tribes, though hunting the birds solely for plumage is federally prohibited. Symbolism tied to spiritual enlightenment, strength and vision feature heavily in tribal folklore. Well, that concludes our journey learning about the incredible diversity found within over 60 eagle species worldwide. From astonishing feats of the martial eagle to recoveries under careful conservation, these apex raptors never cease to amaze. I hope you found the breadth of information interesting and inspiring. Please join me again soon as we explore other amazing aspects across the natural world. Until then, keep your eyes to the sky.